Hello! Salamat siang to our Asian friends from Indonesia. Welcome to Homesearchsk. For today's segment, we will be discussing top tips for first-time home buyers. Buying a house is one of the greatest decisions you will ever have in your lifetime. So having a good idea on how to buy your first home is very important. Here to discuss our topic today is our in-house realtor, Mr. Ronald Borines.
Hello, salamat siyang again to our Asian friends in Indonesia. Thanks Cherise, hello Saskatchewan. Welcome to Homesearchsk. As what Cherise said, we will be discussing top tips for first-time home buyers. First tip, decide on whether or not you are ready to buy a house. There is no doubt that there are lots of reasons why you should buy your first house. But before you go out there and look for your first home, you should always ask yourself, how much can you afford? Buying a house is not just about paying for the down payment. There's a lot of hidden expenses when purchasing a house. One of this is the closing cost. A good rule of thumb is to always be ready with another 1.5% of the purchase price of the house you are planning to buy. This will cover your legal fees, transfer title fees, and other inspections that you want to do to make the transaction smooth. Also, you should consider saving some for buying furniture for your house or for future house maintenance. You should be ready on all aspects of owning a house, because buying a house is not for everyone. Second tip, get pre-approved for a mortgage loan first. Another important step on the buying process is getting pre-approved for a loan. Although talking to a real estate agent is also a good first step, it will end up that any good realtor will point you to getting pre-approved for a loan too before starting to look for your house. The purpose of mortgage pre-approval is that it will determine if a buyer will be qualified for a home loan per lender's guideline. The very last thing you want to happen is that you will do the house hunting first, and then when you find a house that you love and ready to make an offer, just to find out that you won't be qualified for a loan, and that would be very frustrating. So to avoid this kind of circumstances, it would be very wise to talk to a mortgage professional first before starting to look for your first home. And make sure to ask the mortgage professional about first-time home buyer government programs that you have in your area. Third tip is to hire a realtor. There are many reasons on why you should hire a real estate agent when looking for your first house. A lot of people think that because of technology, especially the internet, that they can do it by themselves. Buying a house is one of the biggest decisions and one of the biggest investment that you will do or have in your lifetime. So trying to do it by yourself is doable, but it is not a good idea. Real estate agents are like superheroes with superpowers that will help you find the right house for you. Realtors will put you on top of the buying game because of the knowledge and technologies they possess. Realtors can negotiate, compare house pricing, suggest pricing techniques, prepare a strong offer, and do a lot more for your interest. Fourth tip, buy a property with your head and not your heart. Sometimes it's right to let your heart rule over your head, but not when it comes over buying your first house. Most common mistakes by home buyers is that they overpay for their dream home because they let their emotions cloud over their judgment. Always try to look at the practical side when buying a house. Always ask yourself, will the property provide a long-term investment for you? Try to look past the superficial details of the house. What's important is that the house suits your everyday needs. Fifth and last tip, make a good offer. Once you found the perfect home for you, the next thing is for you to make an offer. Should you put on a high offer to seal the deal, or do you make a low offer to save some dollars? The most important thing to consider when making an offer is the property's market value. You should work with a real estate agent that can provide you with a real estate market analysis report. This way you can compare price of houses within the neighborhood of your choice. You should consider your budget on how much you are wanting to spend and how much money you can afford. If you are thinking of making a low-ball offer, still consider how the seller will react about your offer. You may make the seller feel upset and feel disrespected if you put on a very low offer. But if you and your realtor feel and thinks that the house is overpriced, then go ahead, make your offer. And there you go guys, those are the most important tips you need to know when buying your first house. Thanks for watching Homesearchsk and see you again on our next segment. And always remember, let's connect.